This is an add-on to the previous one. They're saying to say it the other way too, where it's like I was referencing nourishment, right? It's like the idea of conditioning. Not programming conditioning, but conditioning as in the shampoo and conditioner, love, nourish. And some of us, it can appear that we need more than others, and it's just our balance. It's what is required for our structure, right? That's why no two are alike. So our structure requires this amount of, it's like you take the 6 human needs, it's like, well, everybody needs those, but they all need a different dose of them to get them in perfect alignment and balance. And if things are out of alignment and balance, then they're going to be out of balance everywhere else, because everywhere else is going to have to compensate. And so eventually they're going to get fatigued and worn down, and it becomes a disaster, right? So it's like there's consequences for us to being out of balance, and it's not to harm us or punish us. It's to show us and teach us. But are we teachable? Are we learning? Are we listening? Are we understanding? Oh, all these are out of balance. All of these are overburdened and overworked. What do we need to do to get them back in balance? Oh, we're not nourishing this one spot. We're not caring or tending for ourselves here. We're saying yes to everyone and everything outside of us when we mean no or when we need to say no. And it's like, we don't need to judge others. Like, some people are going to say no to you because they can't offer it to you right now. That doesn't make them mean or bad or awful. It's just they're honoring themselves, and we need to honor that and move along, right? It's if we can get ourselves in balance, and know that's always the trick, the tool, the tip for ourselves to get ourselves back in balance, back in alignment, back in love with ourselves and our life and how it feels best for us, then we can offer that to others by never shaming them or blaming them or guilting them or all that, because again, it's recognizing, sometimes people are out of balance, so give them a little grace and space, And again, all of this is a fine dance, because yes, we could argue this many different ways depending on where and when you're hearing it, and there's always the exception to the rule. That's why there is no one size fits all. That is why you have to figure it out. That is why you need your own relationship with yourself, so you know what to use when and how much or how little, what is going to honor you, what is going to feel good to you. Right? If we just use a simple example of love, right? Like, somebody could dote on you and give you pour so much love and attention on you because that's what they want in return. But you're like, get the fuck away from me. You're smothering me, right? And vice versa. So they could be like, oh my God, you're way too dry. It's nothing. There's nothing here. I need more nourishment than this. But it's like not blaming the other. What good is that going to do? You're simply understanding that you're not a vibrational match, and there's nothing wrong with that. But our eyes and ears deceive us, and we get greedy. Well, I want that. I want them. Well, they're a sovereign being. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself and start loving yourself. Because if you loved and honored yourself, you would only want to be with somebody who also wants you, right? They keep showing that misery, because some people are like that, where it's such a dramatic example, but it's a good one so you can hear it clearly. It's like, I want you, and I want you to want me, and I want you to want to stay here. But you can hear in the tone how awful that is. And so the man in misery can fake it and be like, oh yeah, I want to be here too. Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, I like it too. And pretend, but that's not honoring him. But he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? Because if he goes to get up, she'll say, the hell you are. I'll break your legs. You're not going anywhere. I said I want you here, and I want you to want to be here. So put on that smile. Right? And it's like, who are you playing party to? And what are you afraid of? Right? Like, these are the things we have to ask ourselves. Otherwise, you end up in misery, right? You do end up in misery. You end up in hell. You end up living a life you don't want because you didn't honor yourself and stand up from the jump, right? You let the red flags slide on by. Stop letting the red flags slide on by, and stop making it about them, right? Like, she needs another nightmare psychopath to be her match, right? Like, and so you're not that, so move along, right? It's this idea where it's like, right, wrong, and different. You don't need to care. No, what you do need to care and know is that's not right for you. That does not feel good to you. So don't pretend that it does. Don't put on a mask out of fear, out of scare, out of whatever. The first second you know it's not for you, stand up and say so. That doesn't mean things can't be changed or worked out. Of course, I'm using a very dramatic example, in which case you'd be like, oh my God, I got to get out of there right away. And yeah, sometimes it's that obvious, and it's that obvious for a reason, because otherwise you'll end up in misery. And so it's a choice. It's always a choice, and it's always our choice. But are you loving yourself? Are you tuned into yourself? Do you know when you're getting the choices? Always and forever, but are you listening? Right? Like, in other words, if you're not listening, you don't understand that by not speaking up, you're making a choice. You don't understand by going along with that flow, going along with that crowd. That's what you're choosing. And you'll say, no, I didn't want that. I didn't hear differently. You didn't say otherwise. I didn't hear a peep. You seem to be going, I was just wearing a mask. Well, that mask got you someplace you didn't want to be. What do you think of that? Fuck. Yeah. It's hard to stand in your authentic truth. It's tough to be real in this world. But the more we do it, the more do it. And the more that do it, for mathematical reasons, the more that do it. And it becomes easier. But that's a story as old as time. How many stories and struggles? We love an underdog struggle, right? And so how many stories of horrific history where it took us so fucking long to learn? It took us so fucking long to learn. And have we really learned? No, we've repeated history. We've just picked on a new group, a new crowd, a new target, right? But it's the same fucking thing repeating. It's like until we can get out of our ego, we're just repeating the same shit. It's just a different face. It's just a different face. It's just a different devil. And so, but it does, the change happens when enough stand in their authentic truth that they're like, enough. Do you think it was easy for them or the very first person? Nope, it's never easy for the first one, the 10th one, the 100th one, the 1000th one. But eventually it becomes easier because they become the dominant, right? But again, if the overall lesson is not learned from the experience, don't worry. We'll repeat it because that's what us morons do. Right? It's like we will continue to operate from the past and from our ego until we can accept, allow, learn, and change by opening up our heart and operating from our heart. And I know it's no easy task to be done, but it's up to you. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.